California. It's Week 15 of the NFL.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Schultz. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man.
And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he finds his target. It's Schultz.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Good go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down, and they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The numbers for him from a week ago,
20 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams, because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
2 brings up 3rd and 5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
That's good.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brought down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and
now a handoff here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 4 receivers now in the formation, 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kenny Galladay, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
And one thing we do know, they will be a part of the playoffs come January. They have clinched the AFC West.
And that feels good for them, but they feel like their work is far from done because as it stands right now, they won't have the first-round bye. But a lot of teams will tell you, that's okay with us. We just want to get to the playoffs and wreak havoc from that point on.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10. At the
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Blake Cash
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second down at 7.
They're going to look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Cliff Kingsbury here on 4th down, trots out the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
7. Aftershocks 3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
25-yard line.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. And it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
Back to throw here. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
A loss of 8 yards. It's 2nd.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Dalton Schultz. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Ooh, with a juke. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
At their own 20-yard line.
The home side once again ready to take over offensively. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
The pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
Right back to him on first down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Aftershock 6.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
DeAndre Swift. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. And
now back to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sideline. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Open man is Galladay, complete. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
To throw now on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
At the 23-yard line.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Through an opening, and there he goes. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he comes back with one complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. This will be caught at about the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And his guys have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation. You're trying to get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 40-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
And 6 yards.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
We're going to play. Come on now.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Is no good.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start our tour in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in that one. DJ Chark, a touchdown reception. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. The Titans looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Number 36.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
At their own 25-yard.
Kenny Galladay making his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team, because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
fumbled on the play. Recovered.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Now 3rd and
from the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
Score Aftershocks 28. Steelers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture of the AFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
7 yards to go.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. The home side once again ready to take over offensively. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back.
That's good. 4.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Cashman on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
The pass.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not in a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Moss. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Now this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter, you're going. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This is caught. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3rd and 3.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And they're going to get the 1st down here as he's up to the 14.
4A.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers ready for their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. But it'll be 2nd down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer, defense. Oh, man.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
10 yards on the pick.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like
in trouble, and he's taken down.
Quarterback is sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup there.
16-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Cashman on the tackle. It's a
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here is 24-yard line.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
Makes the score Aftershocks 31. Steelers 14.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
At their own 29-yard line.
Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Incomplete. It's third down and 10.
Out of the gun now on third down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off right around the 43. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after here coming up. And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
The pass.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the 1st half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the 2nd half.
So for the home team here, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.